Hello everyone, today I'm gonna show you how I managed to bypass the 60 FPS limit for Wuthering Waves in mobile. Specifically speaking, I'm using the Poco F6, a 512 variant. Updated everything about around it. And so I recorded footage on my phone to show you guys how it looked like. I can't seem to make the recorder on the phone to record my voice, so I'm gonna do it this way. Alright, so here's me browsing the phone. I'll show you guys this thing. The FPS. This one is the refresh rate of the the display that is currently rendering right now. You will notice later that the refresh rate will actually go down to 60 hertz once this temperature reaches around 46 to 47 degrees Celsius, which is normal. It's like a power. I don't know. It's basically just their software trying to throttle the performance of the phone once it hits a certain temperature. Um, so here you can, as you can see, we have the 2 FPS. The game is showing 2 FPS because there's actually two layers in the game. This thing is the actual game itself. Basically, this is what you see, and I believe this one is like some kind of like a background process going on while the game is running. I'm not sure which one it is. It might be some kind of security application or something like that. Maybe it's the browser, the in-game browser that's constantly running in game. Anyways, that's basically it. This is the resolution and yeah, the FPS. So it's basically running at more than 1080p, and the game is actually running really well. However, there's a catch. I'll tell you later. Okay, so you can see I'm browsing the settings here. I'm running the game on high and everything, except for I set it to 60 FPS because that's apparently the limit. Without the menu, as you will notice that the FPS is actually locked to 60. That's why it's a little bit. It feels feels 60 FPS when you're browsing the setting. Any case, as you can see, everything is on high. It's on, except for the crowd density. I specifically turned that low because it doesn't really provide any kind of eye candy, and it's only like a waste of performance metrics. Anyways, I want you guys to pay attention to the 60 FPS here, the temperature, and the refresh rate. As you can see, I'm just browsing the overworld. It's running at 100 and pretty much almost 120 FPS. I'll try to fight some bad guys here. Let me just forward it. I was talking in game during this time, but apparently the microphone is not working properly. Okay, as you can see, the temperature is slowly going up, and the FPS is actually starting to go down, especially when there's a lot of special effects going on.
In war with time.
Okay, so it goes to 60 FPS. It's still pretty good. Still pretty smooth. There's nothing wrong with it. It's not the worst. But yeah, okay, that's finished. Basically, I'm going now to the dungeon here to basically simulate a specific situation where there are multiple characters spamming their abilities. So it's pretty intensive during this time. So it's, as you can see, I think, yeah, I believe I put the case here so that I could just like simulate the worst case scenario. So I installed the casing for my phone, so the temperature is actually going up now. Okay, so here we go. Let me forward it. Okay, here we go. It's still 120 hertz. This is fine. Running on 120 FPS, more or less. is kind of slow, but there you go. Alright. So there they are. They're spamming their abilities, special effects and stuff. You can see it's already reaching 46 degrees Celsius, almost 47 now. And the FPS is pretty much still good. It's running at 60 now. Okay.
It's nothing.
Pay attention. Okay, it's reached 47 degrees Celsius. Yeah, the FPS is dropping up. So it hit a 52 FPS. It's pretty good. Let me go back, actually.
I'll pay it back tenfold.
So bad at dodging that.
Zap string.
Okay, 47 degrees Celsius. Almost 48 now.
Tear me.
It's still doing good. The FPS is still great. Okay, it reached 47.5. FPS on 60, 57. Drop to 50. Okay.
You'll pay for this.
Oh, there you go. Oh. So the moment it reached 47.8 degrees Celsius, it dropped the refresh rate to 60 Hertz. That's actually normal for modern phones right now if it's like getting too hot. Ideally speaking, you should be running any application on Android phones, the modern one, at less than 47 degrees Celsius apparently, because it starts to down clock. It starts to to throttle the performance. Reduces the refresh rate of the display. So yeah, that's basically it. So once it drops the temperature, it should slowly go back to 120 FPS. I mean 120 Hertz. I don't know, maybe I have to close the game, but the game's still running at 120 FPS here. Like 100 FPS.
Together we fight. Take form.
Still pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty smooth, as you can see. So yeah, the way how I do it is, normally if I'm not recording in the game actually runs really bad. It's running at 60 Hertz and it's constantly dropping to 30 FPS for some reason. The only way how I managed to reach this much FPS is the moment I click the record now button. Basically it I don't know what's happening in this game. I don't know if it's just this game or it's just the whole Android thing going on there. So yeah, basically the trick is to hit the record button. As you can see, this thing is the game turbo that the phone provides. It's like some kind of third-party application that, yeah, there you go. Some kind of it's basically like a control panel thing that's outside of the game. You can set the setting here. You can set to 120 FPS, and you can even reduce the resolution to 720p if you want a little bit of like a headroom. And you can also use the texture or filtering quality if you want a high quality or not. This is the setting that I use. It's a customized one. In any case, so yeah, that's my experience of this game in mobile game on mobile. As you can see, it came back to 120 FPS now because the temperature is to 120 Hertz now because the temperature actually went down, and it's pretty stable now. So yeah, that's basically it. That's my experience. I don't know if it's a bug on Android. Basically, if you hit the record button, it suddenly optimizes the game to run at a higher FPS. I don't know what's going on, but that's basically it. You can try it out if you want. If you're playing on mobile, I recommend at least trying it out. If you have any question, just leave them on the comment section. Then I will address all of them one by one. And thank you very much for watching. I hope you learned something from this. All right. Good day to you all. Goodbye.